No, it's okay. No, it's fine. We recording that?
It is a lovely Saturday afternoon.
It is a lovely Saturday.
In
not Friday.
Oklahoma, not Friday.
Dude, my hat is like crooked. Is it? And it's fun. Can't really see my hair.
Fine. What do you
I have beautiful hat hair. Look at this.
OCD or something?
Yeah, I am a little bit. I have beautiful hat hair.
Your hair looks pretty good. I'm not gonna lie.
In a hat too, yeah.
Sorry for the background noise.
Yeah, I have a washer.
There's a washing machine going on.
And my dad might come in, so you might hear some other noises. But besides that, also ASMR. We got Pepsi, cherry Pepsi, not Red Bull this time, but next time we will have.
And we got this little remote, and we got Perry. Let's put him in view.
We got Perry.
Maybe you can moon everyone. Anyway,
by the way, we plan on when Perry is starting to rot, we're gonna take the seeds, his guts. We're gonna take his guts and plant them and make pumpkins for him.
They're like praying mantises. They kill each other.
What?
And you know how every time praying mantises have sex, the male dies.
Yeah.
And that's how the male transfers his seed. That's Perry.
Yeah, when Perry dies, he gives us his seed. We are literally, and if you think about it, we're touching his semen.
Okay, yeah.
Plant semen. Or is that spores?
It's not really semen, I don't think.
Wouldn't that be spores, though? Technically?
What are you talking about?
Spores. That plants, they send their spores to other plants.
Yeah.
Isn't that more like semen?
Do plants have a gender?
No, I don't think so. Do they?
Do plants?
Are we assigning gender roles to the not asexual? What would they be? No, that would be asexual because they're attracted to that's it. They're attracted to nobody.
Right. What? Nobody? There's people who are attracted to nobody.
They just don't feel attraction like that.
So basically, they don't have organs. Okay.
No, it's not.
The organs.
No, it's just like they just don't feel attraction.
I didn't know that existed.
It did.
That's really weird.
It's weird, but out of everything on the big old, that's what the A stands for in LGBTQIA.
They don't feel attraction until they see Sydney Sweeney.
All right. You hear that? But so we'll plant Perry. Point is, we'll plant this pumpkin. We'll plant his seeds, literally, and we'll take a bunch. You can take some. I can take some. We'll gut him like a good boy, and we'll start planting. And we'll have fresh Perrys for the rest of our time.
I might make pumpkin pies out of some of them.
All right, that's fine. Depends on how many pumpkins we grow.
If there's too many pumpkins, then I'm gonna commit like a little pumpkin genocide.
Man, you learn from the best.
Speaking of genocide, so at my house,
what?
There were a bunch of wasps just flying around in the house. Like, what on earth? Mm-hmm. I found a gap in the window, right? Mm-hmm. Where the wasps were getting in. I had to put tape over it. No more wasps. But there are still a bunch of wasps in there. I got the fly swatter. I was like the Gestapo of wasp. I was like Hitler, but I was killing wasps. I was committing a wasp genocide.
You're the Prime Minister of Israel now?
Well, I wasn't bombing them, but...
So, Harry.
Okay. I think Perry's going to press charges.
That'd be funny, actually. That could be a new skit, actually.
Right. New skit. Speaking of skits, we have another one for you today.
Dude, I am
hopefully we do it a little better.
Hat, bro.
There's still a chance.
Never wearing a hat on this show ever again.
But it looks
good. Crooked.
It doesn't look crooked. What are you talking about?
I don't know. For me, it looks crooked.
Anyways. So we had a pretty poor performance last time, but I think we can redeem ourselves and become Hollywood actors.
We are Hollywood actors.
We'll be the first.
Hollyweird. That's what the conspiracy theorists in the game like to call it, Hollyweird. Which is true, because it is weird. A lot of weird stuff happens. I would like to cover some conspiracy theories.
I would like to know what happens in Hollywood. That's why we want to become actors. Help us infiltrate Hollywood. Okay. And he'll do his thing.
I'm probably the best actor out of us both.
So, it's time for our first segment. And
the news.
We'll
if you remember, we haven't done this. We've had like a bunch of special stuff.
Yeah, we had a guest.
And we had Halloween before that.
Yes, we did.
But if you remember our schedule, it goes introduction, news, Florida Man, skit, and then conspiracy theories and fact checking.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. So we did our introduction. Now let's go down to the news.
To the news.
News.
We're not going to cover anything crazy mainstream. We want to just something we find interesting. Oh! Government shutdown's over.
Yes, that is news.
Let's clap. We did something competent. Good job.
Dang it.
I know, I hate it that it's open, but hey, we finally did something competent. Let's go.
Okay.
Give a little round of applause for longest shutdown in government history, in American history. So, again, another thing Gen Z has another historical event Gen Z has had to go through. Again.
I know, Gen Z is crazy, man.
I like how we say that as if we're not Gen Z.
So speaking of illegal immigration, you know what Poland does to their illegal immigrants?
What does Poland do?
So this is as of the 16th of August, 2024.
2024.
This is by what news? Belta News, BLTA News. This is an article. Polish president signs law allowing shooting at illegal immigrants at border.
Allowing shooting.
So they're allowed to shoot them. Says MINSK 16th of August parentheses Belta dash Polish President Andrzej Duda has signed a law that expands the range of legal use of weapons by Polish military, police, and boarding guards, RMF 24 reports.
Like if we say news, and this is like a year old.
The Polish leader said,
"This is a year old.
How do you do Polish? I am pleased to be able to sign the law that will allow us to protect the border and other places even better, even more efficiently. It is important. I thank you for preparing and adopting these regulations. They will soon come into force. I believe the law will make the difficult service of our military easier. It will contribute to the most effective realization of our objectives." In mid-July, the Polish Sejm approved by a majority vote a bill that expands the powers of Polish military, police, and border guards. It removes criminal liability for the use of weapons or means or direct coercion by Polish soldiers under certain conditions. Now, without fear of criminal punishment, they can shoot at anyone trying to cross the border. They can shoot them.
Okay, so that was in 2024. Do you want to see let's see how Poland's doing now with the border.
I think they're doing great, actually.
Well, let's see what they're doing now. That was
safest countries in Europe.
Also, another current news thing, Trump is thinking about giving tariff money, $2,000 to each American citizen.
Hey, I'm on board.
I personally think it should go to fixing the economy, but I think this is a bad idea. I think it easily could go wrong, because $2,000, I mean, that sounds good on paper, but let's be real, $2,000 isn't a lot of money.
You know, it's a good way to get voters.
I don't know.
In the midterms.
I think that's just such a...
But I don't really agree.
Such a cheap way.
I don't really agree with it. I think...
It's such a cheap way to get voters.
I think we should let the tariffs work themselves out. I think... I still think...
It should go to fixing the economy.
Yeah.
Because that's the biggest issue. That's the thing. My political teacher said the biggest issue voters vote on is they listen to what the president or the presidential electoral candidate has to say about the economy. That's why Trump won those 2 elections. Excuse me. And that's what every president has done. Talking about the economy, that's the most important thing. Let's see. So is this the population or?
This is the. Whoa.
That's not. That's only to 2020 though.
Yeah, I think it is.
No, that's the 2021.
No.
That's
We don't
even
want
further back.
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah, that's even further back because we did 2024.
We want now. We want to see it now. Here we go.
Is that now? That's by 2024.
February 24th, 2025
February. That's no. The law was passed in May.
of 2024.
Yeah.
August of 2024.
This or August. This is in February.
This is in February of 2025.
Oh, I thought you said 2024.
Yeah. This is 2025.
Okay.
That's what it says.
This is from Statista.
Statista. I just want to see a graph.
I don't think they'll show a graph.
So. Oh my gosh. So, over several decades, Poland's recorded crimes have significantly decreased, but that's over several decades. I want to see a graph. Oh, there we go. So it's been decreasing basically regularly
By
since the
2024.
1999. It's just been decreasing. So probably still is. Says Poland is facing a growing challenge with foreign crime. So
Yeah, foreign crime in 2024. They've been really cracking down on it.
yeah. With Ukrainian citizens representing the largest group of offenders. They're basically the black people of Poland.
Ukraine.
The most common offenses leading to these arrests were driving under the influence of alcohol and theft. Sounds like.
Russian people. I mean, I'm sorry, Ukrainian people
so Ukrainians.
Let's be real. They're pretty much Russian, and the Russian people drinking. What?
Yeah.
Never heard of that.
This surge in foreign criminal activity.
My thing is, if you're gonna go to a foreign country, escaping a war, right? You gotta remember, these guys are escaping a war. They're not just going because they think Poland is amazing. They're going because they're escaping a war. If you're doing that, be respectful of the country you're staying in.
Amen. That's
Be
right.
respectful, like especially if you're escaping a war. Like, I think you should be respectful, period. But especially if you're escaping a war, this isn't your culture. I mean, be respectful at any country, even if you are, not a member.
Any country that you are living in that's not your original country, you need to integrate into the culture.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's one of our problems in America.
Like, we have a lot of people in America that don't even speak a lick of English.
Because
they don't want to integrate.
They come here, but they just kind of form their own. They hang around other Hispanics, other blacks.
Africans, you mean?
Yeah, other Africans.
Other Muslims, other Jews, other whatever.
They form their own.
Other Europeans.
They practice their own culture, and they have their own little.
I feel like this is the biggest issue
echo
between,
chamber,
like,
and they don't ever integrate into ours.
Now, this isn't. I know that this is a big thing in Hispanic circles. Like a lot of older Hispanic people, like they. So I was at. I volunteer on Saturdays, and today, like, we saw there was a lady there with a little boy. She spoke, sometimes she would say an English word, but she mostly spoke Spanish. Her little boy had to help translate.
Yeah.
And last week I was at.
I like that. It plays
It's
a
the
joyous
jingle.
tune. Yes.
It does when it's done. Anyways, but at my church there was a Hispanic. During the fall festival there was a Hispanic lady with all her children. The lady, I don't think. spoke a lick of English at all. Her children did because they grew up here. A lot of them did. But the lady did not. And there's a Hispanic church that rents out our building. The main preacher doesn't really speak good English at all. He's been in America for a long, long time. Like my family, my grandma knew him, the pastor of the Hispanic church. You know who I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
So basically, why that's a problem is they're basically, I don't mean to sound like racist, but like whatever. This is like statistics. Like there's a reason why their cultures and their countries are inferior to ours. And so we have like, 21st Street in Tulsa, overrun by Mexico. That's not the best area. It's all like Mexicans. Not the best area to be in.
Smuggle.
Yeah.
Drugs and
they
stuff.
They got gangs. They got drugs. And this is why we having people from these inferior cultures coming to our countries and forming and not integrating into our
inferior is wild.
Oh, I mean that's just
as
the way
like,
that is.
Yeah, like
their habits
country.
aren't the same there, and all that. And so that's part of the reason why they haven't built as good of a nation.
I mean, and they're
Europeans.
not, and they're coming to America. I mean,
they're coming to. This is America.
You wouldn't be coming here if you loved Mexico so much.
Yeah.
You're
basically forming Mexico inside of Tulsa,
Yeah.
But I will say, I've been to some of the restaurants in that area.
They're great.
They are really good.
Support your local Mexican restaurants.
There's nothing wrong with Mexican restaurants.
And the thing is, it's an honest business too.
It is an honest business.
They're not like they're using their talent to make good food.
I respect that.
And using it to get money to live an honest life, right?
But like I've come into these, walked into the restaurants in these areas, been to the taco trucks, and it's like they like look at you weird because they're white.
Yeah.
It's just like, I thought this is America. Like, why do you are in our country? But
I don't know. Yeah, that's weird. When people look at you weird because you're a different race.
It's like, oh, there's not white people in here. Well, that's the problem. There's not white people in this area. If you wanted to move away from Mexico, then why are you forming another Mexico, miniature Mexico, inside of this city?
Like, I think just gotta. I don't know why they'd be weirded out by like a white person in America.
That's the vibe I get, and it's just kind of.
I don't think that. Yeah, it's just. Whatever.
I think a lot of them are probably undocumented.
Maybe.
Too.
Because Oklahoma is very close to Texas.
Because I've seen I've been to a naturalization ceremony. The people there were very, very good at English. Like, you have to be able to learn English.
Oh yeah, that's true. You
have to take all these tests about our history and stuff, our culture. You have to be very educated about us to be able to actually come to this country legally.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
rightfully so.
Yeah, and get like a green card.
Yeah.
And all like it's a huge like in my composition class there are people who wrote about immigration and they talked about how rigorous the immigration process is. Arguably, you could argue it's too rigorous, but I'm not here to argue that. I'm just saying it's rigorous, though. So, like, I understand if you prefer speaking Spanish since that's your native language, but, like, some of these people don't know English at all. Like, they wouldn't talk in English. They would have, like, their children speak in English. They wouldn't be like, oh, because, like, maybe, like, they're speaking for their little brother Timmy or whatever. Excuse me, and they're like, he doesn't speak English. And I'm like, oh, well, that's probably because the mom wants him to learn Spanish first, and so she hasn't really taught him English yet. But
yeah, but that's the thing. Why, if you're in America, why would you want your kid to learn Spanish first?
Exactly. I understand letting them learn Spanish. I think learning a different language can be very important.
Yeah, but English...
But, like, English is the language. Most people speak it.
For one thing, it would be better. Your kid would be better off learning English living in America.
Just in general.
It's like it's a thing. It's the same thing with Jewish, people and their loyalty to Israel.
Yeah.
Obviously because they're Jewish, and that's the same thing with foreigners here. They're still loyal to their culture, and almost loyal to their country, even though they're not
To a fault.
to a fault, and they're not even, they live here. That's not the way immigration is supposed to work, and that's not the way we intended it to be in America.
Dude, I realized something. I don't really like Pepsi.
I like it fine. I'm enjoying this.
I don't like the aftertaste. I like Dr. Pepper a lot better. Dr.
Go
Pepper.
Asmer.
Dr. Pepper's a lot better. It's ASMR, by the way. Okay, with that, let's go to Florida Man.
Speaking of Florida Man,
Bye.
right. Florida Man.
There's a video called... it was uploaded 17 hours ago by NBC News. It's called Florida Man Arrested After 36-Hour Foot Chase Through Swamp.
Yeah.
Remember, is this going to be in the description?
Well, it should tag them or what?
Tag them, put them in the
Tag
description.
NBC News.
Sure.
I guess we have to.
Sure.
So this is an article this is a story by NBC News. Look at all these. Has 85 wives. Nero. That's a movie. I recommend that movie. It's a 2-part movie about Nero. That's interesting. I don't know how historically accurate it is, but it's pretty good.
Yeah, I know Nero. Nero was an interesting Roman leader.
Roman the Swamp.
Emperor. All right.
Florida Man. It's crazy.
Tonight, a Florida man in custody after a wild foot chase through a gator-infested swamp.
Drop it!
You mean
the Volusia
swamp
County
puppies?
Sheriff's Office arresting 37-year-old suspect Earl Dory after a 36-hour search.
Hey guys, keep your cover when we're moving.
We then have a massive search where we lock the park down. Canines are brought in, bloodhounds, drones,
The heck?
boats.
A 36-hour
Earlier
manhunt.
this week,
It's
when
wild.
deputies first encountered him while
But the
tracking
swamp
down
is
a
crazy.
stolen car. The confrontation turning into a chase on foot, ending at the De Leon Springs State
Why is
Park.
this-
Over
this
the next
guy is
several
not an
hours,
Avengers
deputies
level
arrest 2
threat,
of the 3
bro.
people inside, but Dory makes a run for it.
This guy's not an Avengers
Body
level
cam video
threat,
obtained
bro.
by NBC News shows canine units weaving through trees and trudging
Dude, the
through
footage
mud.
is really bad.
I know. It's body
At
cam,
one
though.
point, spotting him.
Show me your fucking hands!
Like, it's all grainy. I don't know if that's the
Show me your
Wi-Fi
fucking hands. Do
or...
it now!
The sheriff's department says Dory drew a gun at them, then pointed that gun at his own head. NBC News unable to verify this against the video since Dory is not visible or audible. We were unable to reach him for comment.
He's got a gun! Drop the fucking gun!
The suspect disappearing deeper into the swamp.
He's in the water.
While authorities
He's in
try
the
to
water.
negotiate.
Give
Smart
up,
move.
dude!
In the water.
We don't want to fucking shoot you. We don't want you to hurt yourself.
Expletive.
But ultimately, managing
don't want
to
an
evade
expletive shoot.
authorities until the Fish and Wildlife team spots him.
He had exactly what we knew happened. He had lost his pants and his shoes.
The sheriff's canine unit making the arrest and posting images.
This guy is
The dog
not
took a
an
nice chunk
Avengers
out of
level
his bicep.
threat, bro.
So
Why
if
are
you're
they
gonna get
treating
bit
him
by
like
anything, I'd
one?
rather be the dog than a gator. And I just amazed he was able to elude
Oh.
this long without any food, without any clothing, without any water. You know, just goes to show you when you want to avoid at all costs getting caught, what you'll go to.
Hey.
And with that, Steve Patterson joins Top Story tonight. Steve, what do we know about the charges Dory now faces?
Should we watch this part?
Yeah.
Tom,
I
the
wanna see what
criminal
he gets.
history here is exactly why the sheriff says he likely ran from authorities and was so willing to commit to violence in the first place. 6 separate counts of Grand Theft Auto in 6 different
Oh, he
counties.
likes playing
And this
Grand Theft Auto
confrontation and
6.
chasing that swamp.
That's
It's
not a-
coming out! Let's go!
That's not a crime.
Enforcement officer, the sheriff telling me, if convicted, that he will likely spend the rest of his life behind bars.
Yeah, escaping out of a swamp, not easy. Okay. We thank you for watching. And
So-
remember,
Skipping
stay-
a swamp, not easy.
One thing I would like to point out about that story is, the Florida man reputation is, Florida guy does something stupid, and we talk about it.
Yeah.
It's on the news. That's what they're known for. But this case is unique in that if you're running away from the police, the swamp, just look at how hard it was for them to get them. Look at the effort they had to go to.
36-hour manhunt.
That was
They're bringing out they
That was
brought
a-
out the drones, the search teams, the dogs, the Avengers, the Justice League. They
Yeah.
brought them all out.
That was a smart
GTA
move.
6 came out, you know.
That was a Florida man being smart, evading the police, getting in the swamp.
Honestly, if you need to evade the police, go to your local swamp in Florida. I don't think Oklahoma has any swamps.
No, but supposedly I think we do in like southeastern Oklahoma. I think we have gators and stuff.
Cool.
We also have bears.
We need to go there one time.
I saw
I
a
know
trail cam,
bears.
Oklahoma. If you're local here, just
By
if
your
you're-
place?
Yeah, if you're local to northeast Oklahoma, just know that you probably have bears because
I know there was one bear like around your place.
around my place, there was like so this girl goes out, she finds like she has an alpaca, it was slaughtered. Just
Oh yeah, I
brutally
did hear
slaughtered.
about this story.
And she looked at her trail cam footage, found a picture of like this blurry, like black thing. Looked like a bear, basically.
Black bear.
And
Black Bear Diner.
I think so I think, it's pretty certain we got bears here. But that's just interesting. Probably you guys don't care about that. Just like get on to the news stories. I know.
Onto the skit.
Get on to the skit. Speaking of diversity, equity, and inclusion, we had our good friend, who's a prominent. He's not really prominent.
Jeffrey
but
Webster. No, I'm joking.
he's really good at writing.
He's really good
skits.
at writing. Yeah, well,
Alan
kind
Wood.
of. He's kind of.
Sometimes it's a little cringe.
He's
but
good at writing papers. He's good at answering questions for your school.
Yeah, sometimes he's a little cringe.
Sometimes he's a little cringe. He's a smart man, though.
He helps a lot with homework too, which is
He does help, especially with finding sources. He knows everything.
especially with writing essays for you.
Exactly.
But we had him write us another skit, and here
His name. You want to know
at-
his name?
Al Inglewood.
Mr. GTP himself. That is chatting. Chat GTP even.
Yeah. What? ChatGTP? Oh yeah, he helped. ChatGTP helped him. Our good friend ChatGTP.
GPT, my guy.
Anyway, so we had him write a skit. And here at Pre-Canceled Incorporated, we are all about
Line we cran on.
diversity, equity, and inclusion, and not telling any offensive jokes ever.
Nope.
If you are telling offensive jokes and being homophobic and racist and anti-Semitic,
That's
you should
no
just-
good. Kill yourself.
yeah, basically, you
You should kill yourself
you should
now.
you should die. Actually, you deserve the death penalty,
You do.
even more than
Even more than the Jews in the Holocaust.
murders,
And them. Even more
And,
than
like,
the 6 million Jews.
child rapists that are like Hillary Clinton,
Like Hillary
and,
Clinton.
and Bill. So,
And Bill. You deserve it more than
you are scum,
just most people.
and you should be ashamed of yourself.
You should.
So, we are going to do our little acting. This is art,
It's art.
and we've never read this skit
And
before.
AI generated art.
So,
That's why it's perfect. Nothing's wrong with AI generation.
and so
We didn't do this because we're lazy. We didn't do it last minute. This is all pre-planned.
Al Inglewood is just a talented guy. So this is about a skit about DEI, about gay people and stuff. Oh, are you uncomfortable? Are you uncomfortable that we have gay people in this skit? Well, guess you're just a homophobic little piece of crap.
I know. See,
So-
I'm okay. I could touch Perry like this because I'm gay.
Yeah, and I'm not even uncomfortable because I understand gay people.
Touch his butt. Spank
Well,
it.
I'm not gay,
Well, no,
but it's okay that you are
spank
gay.
it.
But I'm not gay.
Spank his
But
butt.
I will spank his butt out of respect to the homosexual community. Ooh.
Feel that, John.
So yeah, I just respect gay people so much. And Anyway, we'll just move on to this skit. It is.
I'll
called-
be narrator again.
You want to be the narrator again?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Do you want to be Evan or Marco?
This time, I don't want to be the Hispanic. I mean,
Fine,
look,
I guess.
I mean, I love Hispanics. I'll be the Hispanic.
Okay. I'll be Evan.
You can be Evan and the narrator, I guess.
I'll be the.
But don't
narrator.
read it in your English voice.
I don't have. What?
Be
what?
dry, sarcastic, deeply aware of how doomed this project is.
That's very ironic.
He's the narrator and Evan, and I'm Marco.
Marco.
I even said it right because
All
I
right.
respect Hispanics. Let's make sure it's not recording the screen. It's not. Okay. So,
All right. Let's go.
scene 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our story. 2 men in love. One reckless, one perpetually stressed, attempting the impossible. Writing the most controversial joke of 2025 without getting canceled. Good luck to them. I certainly wouldn't try it. The mission. We begin with Marco, a man who fears nothing, and Evan, a man who fears everything. Primarily Marco having ideas.
Evan, my love, today is historic.
Please say you mean laundry day.
No, today we write the most controversial joke of 2025.
I'm losing feelings in my legs. Romance. It's all fun and games until someone suggests public-facing comedy.
Let's start with politics.
How could you say that how could you say that out loud?
Evan reacts the same way every time someone brings up politics. Like he's seen a
I guess
ghost.
he's also the narrator.
Yeah, we'll interchange it. Like he's seen a ghost, and the ghost voted incorrectly.
Last week, I mentioned the weather, and someone accused me of being radical.
Oh my gosh, politics is dead to us.
As it should be, slay! Slay queen!
Scene 3, topic number 2, mental health. Mental health humor?
Only jokes approved by every therapist in the country.
Which are?
Wow, therapy's expensive.
Okay, that's fair. And there it is, the only universally acceptable mental health joke remaining in 2025. Scene 4.
Okay, that was funny.
Topic number 3, LGBTQ plus identity. We could joke about, like, being gay.
We can joke about us, not the entire alphabet.
Oh my gosh.
Wise choice. The acronym? What?
Acronym.
That is acronym. Okay, the acronym grows by one letter every time someone makes a mistake online. I'm mimicking the internet. I didn't mimic the internet. Unfollowed by forgetting the silent Q.
Accurate. Scene 5, topic number 4, race.
Oh boy.
Race joking?
Stop! Oh, that clip, stop!
I didn't even say anything.
I saw you inhale you were about to use. What am I reading?
Evan has developed precognition specifically for preventing bad decisions. Scene 6, topic number 5, gender.
Oh, we already know.
What about gender jokes?
No!
But
Last time you said, men confuse me. 3 podcasts made documentaries about you.
he's not wrong. A whole YouTube channel was formed that day.
What are we reading?
Scene number 7, topic number 6, disability. Okay, how about, like, disability?
Marco!
What?
I could hear your career ending.
For the record, the narrator also disapproves of whatever Marco was about to say.
These are unironically kind of funny.
Scene 8, topic number 7, religion.
Oh boy.
Well, religion?
Only if we end this joke with, and then we left quietly.
a wise and survivable ending. Scene number 9. Topic number 8. Trans issues. Both freeze. Look at that. 2 men. Absolutely still, like prey animals sensing danger. We pretend that topic doesn't exist?
Completely, Queen.
A correct but cowardly decision. I respect it. Scene number 10.
Can I be the narrator?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
You'll be the narrator now.
Scene 10. Topic 9. Trauma and abuse.
Obviously, we're skipping that.
Good. Next.
Behold. No, that's your part. Yeah.
Behold, the quickest discussion of trauma in theater history.
Scene number 11. Topic number 10. Global tragedies. No tragedy jokes.
Ever. And that's on period. Especially not in 2025. The universe is already too eager to give sequels. What?
Now, scene number 12. The real joke. So, we can't joke about politics. I can't joke about mental health, LGBTQ plus stuff. Race, gender, disability, religion, trans issues, trauma, or global disasters?
Correct.
Then, what can we joke about? Oh.
Air fryers.
Air fryers.
We gotta
Air-
say that. Let's say that again.
Air fryers. Yes, the safest topic known to humankind. A culinary Switzerland. Everyone loves air fryers.
No controversy.
Zero risk.
You know what else is zero risk? Loving you.
That's the punchline. We were supposed to kiss there. Okay, your part.
And thus ends our story. 2 men, 1 love, 0 jokes that could end their careers. A modern miracle.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
That was the greatest thing I have ever seen.
Oh gosh.
That is going on Instagram.
Gay people.
All right.
Gotta love them.
All right.
Okay. Next segment. We are moving through this quick. This is awesome. Fact check. Let's say it at the same time. Speaking of,
Fact check.
ready?
Fact check.
All right. So
Clipping
let's go to our Instagram reel.
of the day.
This is U.S.-Israel loyalty oath is now mandatory and a law now for most of U.S. citizens. This is the Instagram caption. I need to screen record this. As you can see, Israeli loyalty oath is mandatory and a law now for most of U.S. citizens.
And the Instagram, if you're curious, is G. Mark Phillips.
G. Mark Phillips.
And it's a repost of this right here. What's
A repost of at Brandon L. Crawl dash Crawlology dash 101, but it's not like it's one of those low dashes.
yeah.
Okay. You guys can see.
Yeah, and there's another link right here. We might check that out.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I guess that's the sources.
All right, let's press play though.
Look at them. Let's press play.
And because I know what you're thinking. I know what you're probably thinking right now. You're thinking, oh, sure, Rick Sanchez, of course. What you're probably talking about is one of those obscure state laws like the one they have in Alaska that says if you accidentally kill a moose, you have to eat it. That's actually a law in Alaska, by the way. There's one in Georgia that says it's illegal to sleep on a boat for more than 30 days. True. No, we're not talking about an obscure law. What we're talking about is an Israeli loyalty oath law that is becoming so common in the United States, it's now pervasive. Take a look at the map. You see the red states? See all of those red states? 26 states have enacted this loyalty oath legislation. And let me show you the other one, the navy blue ones, the blue ones you see there. That's where this law is now pending. So 26 acted on, passed, 13 pending, only 11 states, the light blue ones you see there, the baby blue or the light blue, those are the ones where you can boycott Israel and, you know, criticize Israel if you want.
So moving to New Mexico.
Again, look, it bears repeating. There is no such law keeping you from denouncing or boycotting the United States of America, or even advocating causes that harm the U.S. economically. But there are laws from doing that against Israel.
Huh.
I want to show you something, and
that is his claim.
And because
his claim is that
there are laws against boycotting Israel.
Against boycotting Israel.
And no laws against boycotting
the
America.
United States.
So here are his sources. Let's go ahead and click
We
on
gotta
this.
copy the HTTP.
Let's go. Yeah, we gotta copy everything. Copy the link. So source WLTreport.com. The article, why do 38 states have laws requiring a loyalty pledge to Israel?
The heck is that picture?
Donald Trump
and the
and Netanyahu.
Yeah, Netanyahu.
This article's language is weird. Okay, folks, I saw this today and couldn't believe it was true. But then I researched it, and it is. As usual, I'm going to tell you what to believe about this, or what is right or wrong. I'm
like
simply
this is made by
presenting the
AI.
news. It does kind of sound like AI.
Because we just read AI.
But I was stunned to find out this is real. I also want to say that at the onset that I 100% support biblical Israel. Biblical Israel is... Okay, that's another discussion. I also know there are blessings promised in the Bible for supporting Israel. Genesis 12, 1-3. We won't fact check that right now. So, apparently 38, so it says 38 or 39 states in America have laws in the books requiring loyalty pledges to Israel. Not a loyalty pledge to America, where you live, but to Israel. So let's look at these people's sources, actually.
Yeah, I'm interested. I want to know where these people have found their sources.
Where do you find the sources? Are there sources?
Oh, what are all these? What is this? What is this actually?
I don't think this guy supports Israel, so just judging by this article.
Okay, wait. What are all of these images though? Like we scrolled past so many.
Just like
crazy
Masonic
images.
stuff and all that. I don't know, am I even on the same article right now?
Talking about
Okay,
the history of
symbol,
Israel.
Yeah. History of U.S. and Israel or something. That's interesting. It's, yeah, we got weird history. But I want to see the sources!
Where are the sources?
Okay. Alright.
This is a lot.
Luckily, I already have sources in Google, but I want to see these sources. Oh my gosh.
I don't think they're gonna show them.
They're not, but according to this AI report, according to our number one, our best friend, the Google AI overview.
Which could be false.
Could be false. It's not 100% dependable, but
It's
it
been
does
false before.
somewhat support this real. And it says that U.S. anti-boycott laws, primarily enforced by the Commerce Department, prohibit individuals and companies from complying with foreign boycotts against Israel that the U.S. does not support, such as the Arab League boycott. These laws, part of the Export Administration Regulations (EAR), have been in place since 1976 and are intended to prevent U.S. businesses from furthering the boycott's goals. Violations can lead to significant civil and criminal penalties.
Yeah, but this guy was talking like it's a new thing. That's always been a thing. There's a wasp right there.
So that's that over here. So another AI overview. From another person who asked, is boycotting Israel illegal in the U.S.? It says, no, boycotting Israel is not illegal in the U.S. as a form of political expression thanks to First Amendment protections, blah, blah, blah. However, federal and state laws exist to prohibit specific actions related to unsanctioned foreign boycotts, such as complying with Arab League boycott of Israel. Okay. So, basically, if you have a job, and so, basically, if you're own a corporation, and you want to be...
You can't boycott Israel.
You can't boycott Israel and be licensed by a state.
You can boycott Russia, though.
Yeah, you can boycott Russia.
You can boycott the United States.
Almost any other... Well, I don't know any other countries. I think this act is allies. But just as a policy in general, that's just a bad policy. Why do we have to... Like, these are foreign countries.
Mm-hmm.
And I think if you're own a corporate, you should be able to do whatever you want. Obviously.
Yeah, well, not
like,
whatever.
Well, not, but like
Obviously.
as far as boycotting.
You can boycott whatever country you want. If we can boycott Russia, we should be able to boycott Israel as well.
Yeah. So there are federal laws about that, and there are, I guess, state laws. How does the state laws change things? Change what's already in place by the federal government in 1976.
I just think this is a dumb law.
It is. And just in general, it's dumb. That's all. That's really all there is to say.
You should not show support for whatever country you want. So, I guess the reel wasn't completely wrong, but we didn't see anything about like certain states.
No, not really.
Having specific like anti-boycotting Israel laws.
Yeah, and it's not like you can't boycott Israel, but like more like if you're a corporation and you want to be like licensed by, I guess that's like what the states, where the states come in. If you want to be licensed by their state, like register your corporation.
Yeah.
Then you can't boycott Israel, which I mean, it's dumb. I get it. I guess that's technically a law that states have a right to make, because like that's not like a guaranteed right in the Constitution.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a foreign country. I don't think we really need to explain this. I think like 90% of people would agree with us here.
It should not be. Obviously, like, if you don't agree with what a country's doing, you should be able to express, as a business, express your displeased for what that country.
It doesn't matter if that's an ally.
An ally or otherwise.
Yeah.
Whether I agree with
fact,
the boycott or not.
I would say it's even more important to express your disagreement if it is an ally, because we're doing business with those people.
Mm-hmm.
So it's more important that we hold those people accountable than people who are not involved with.
Exactly.
And that's why it's very sketchy what the mainstream right is doing in canceling these people who disagree about Israel, calling them anti-Semitic. They sound like leftists is what they sound like. And listen,
they become the very thing they swore to destroy.
I'm not really the type that's like, oh, if you think we should support Israel, then, you're like, what's wrong with this country? Like, I'll listen to Matt Walsh, and stuff, but what I can't stand is people, like, I can tolerate that, like, that's fine. You can have your opinion about that. Well, what
Even if it's wrong.
What I can't stand is the Ben Shapiro's and the people who are trying to deplatform people who don't agree on Israel.
Mm-hmm.
And it's very sketchy the way they're behaving. I saw on Eric Erickson's show, I was listening to that the other day. He literally said that he does agree that we should cancel people who don't agree on Israel. who are anti-Semitic, who shouldn't give them a platform.
That's
Listen,
literally what the liberals were doing back in 2021.
I don't care what you believe. You should be able to
Express express your disdain or displeasure in what's going on in current events with a certain country.
I don't care if you believe that homosexuals should get the death penalty or something. Like, you should be able to express that. You should be able to express literally whatever you want. Mm-hmm. Okay?
Even if it is wrong.
In order to be logically consistent, you need to have that viewpoint. Like, that's actually free speech. Mm-hmm. And obviously, homosexuals getting the death penalty, that's an argument that could be easily
it's obviously hate speech, I would say, and then we get into the question of,
but like,
is hate speech like okay to say?
But that it won't. No one will believe that because it can be easily debunked. Obviously, so the fact that they're trying to cancel these people that disagree on Israel shows that their arguments actually probably do have some validity, and they're just afraid of them.
That's true. It's like that saying goes. I can't remember the exact saying, but cutting the tongue off of someone who disagrees with you doesn't prove them wrong. It doesn't prove them wrong. It proves you wrong, or it proves that they have a point. You just didn't want people to listen.
It proves them more right.
Yeah, wrong. It shows that they had a point, and you're not willing to listen to that.
If you're afraid, basically they admit that they're afraid that people will believe.
Yeah.
And
they'll say it's because it's dangerous thought, but I don't believe thinking for yourself is dangerous.
If you're afraid that people will believe it, and you think the American people are stupid and they can't look at the facts by themselves, and you just need to gatekeep information, then you're basically a communist. So. Mm-hmm. And that's
not better than the liberals that you claim to be.
I thought this was America. I thought the people had the power, and the people had the right to
say whatever they wanted,
hear whatever opinions they wanted, and
say whatever they wanted.
Apparently,
you don't.
The Eric Ericksons, the Ben Shapiros, they think they should gatekeep information from the people because the people are too dumb to believe actual facts about Israel.
Facts and logic.
That's basically what they're admitting. They won't say that outright, but that's what they're basically saying. That's what would be them being logically consistent.
So-called anti-communists, pro-capitalists of the world.
Yeah.
Saying that we should gatekeep information. That's very communist, don't you think? Because they don't want the people knowing.
Yeah. Very communist. Very.
And look, I'm not saying, like, some people might think we're, like, super liberal because they're calling out Republican side. If you think that, then you need to maybe look at introspective and realize that, hey, people, just because conservatives say or just because liberals, or you agree with conservatism, then every conservative is good and we should believe everything. You're a sheep. You're no better than the liberal sheep you claim to fight.
Yes.
You're no better than those people that block off traffic anytime Trump speaks a word, utters a phrase.
Yes.
You're no better than the sheeple that do that. But it's just you're just red instead of blue. Your colors are just different, and you believe different things slightly.
I'm talking to the Ben Shapiros, Eric Ericksons, the mainstream right, basically the mainstream right. If you want to gatekeep information, if you think this anti-Israel stance is so wrong, and so
they shut us down with facts and logic.
Yeah, use facts and logic. But if you want to gatekeep information, then I guess the American people are too dumb to look at things for themselves and to basically know facts and logic.
Oh, if you want a fact, here's a fact. Ben Shapiro tweeted out saying that he would be fine amending the Constitution when it comes to presidential elect if a Jewish president was up for election. An Israeli person was up for election.
Let's be honest, no one listens to Ben Shapiro anymore.
Yeah, but if you want real facts and logic, that is communist. That is.
It is going
blatantly. I'm not saying the Constitution was written by humans, right? obviously it's not perfect. However, I think the way we elect presidents is the best it can be, in my opinion, for the most part. Now, there's some things like the Electoral College that could be debated. Like,
I agree with that, though.
Are the people really electing the president? But it doesn't really matter. The point I'm trying to make is that when it comes to, like, the way presidents are, like, they have to be, like, 34 years old, and they are 35 or however old. They have to live in the country first, or they have to be born in the U.S. to make sure they're not against Israel, or not against Israel, against the United States values, you know, all that. I think that is what matters, in my opinion.
Yes.
And stuff like that. I know there's more rules, but those are like the two big ones that everyone knows. Though that in my opinion is good to rule out, because the founding fathers, they were afraid of a European prince, someone who had tons of power in Europe. Because at the time, you got to remember, America was just starting out as a country. It wasn't even a nation yet. They didn't declare. You know, they didn't declare independence yet. They were making the Constitution. Or did they before the Constitution? I can't remember.
I
can't remember.
I think it was like during the war or something.
Yeah. Point is, yeah, during the war. That's when they declared independence.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry, my bad. School is a pain in the butt right now. We're in the 4-week. We're in the 4-week period.
Listen,
we're getting.
We'll post more consistently.
Yeah, during the after school. But anyways, back to what I was saying.
This Christmas break is going to be wild for us.
So, you know, they're making the Constitution. They didn't want, because you gotta remember, there was Europeans. Like, for example, in New York, after the British took New York back from the Yankees, or technically not the Yankees because that's Civil War, from the Americans, when they took. Well, they weren't Americans technically. They were rebels, I guess you could say.
Might as well be American.
Which is also a Civil War term. Anyways, point is, when they took it back from the Americans, like everyone in New York, they took down the American flag and they put up the British flag, like everybody, because nobody was for that. They were secretly all Brits.
Yeah.
They were secretly all Brits. So that's why they were very specific about. They didn't want some European king with a lot of power coming into America, run for president, get the presidency, and just make British law, you know, basically say, hey, now we're British, or now we're Spanish, or now we're French, or whatever. That's what they were afraid of. That's why they said they had to be born in America, and or they had to be in America for a certain amount of time, I think, as well.
Yeah.
Is a caveat as well. So yeah, basically, I think it's a good law, so that we can weed out people who are like, and also, here's what it was too. If you are born in America, they were also afraid that people, like, they would have, like, a European, like, noble, famous politician would have their kid born in America and then send them off to England for study and then come back. You had to live in America for, like, 15 years or something.
Yeah.
Or 35 years, that's what it was. You have to live in America for 35 years. Sorry, my bad. I'm trying to remember all this. You have to live in America for 35 years, and then you can run for president. So, that is very important, right? But Ben Shapiro is arguing that he would amend all that...
For a Jewish president.
For a Jewish president.
Because Jews are so good.
If you want to pull up the tweet, you can. Just so that people think I'm not speaking out my butt here.
I saw the tweet.
Yeah. Just in case, so that no one thinks I'm making stuff up.
What would I Google? Ben Shapiro?
Ben Shapiro, Jewish president.
Jewish.
Tweet, maybe?
President. Tweet.
Let's see, image.
So.
Image. Or, yeah. Oh. Well, he said this on Twitter, if it will load. There it is.
It'll load.
It's taking a minute. I would gladly waive the born in U.S.
No, we gotta show the people. Because we are transparent with our information.
Oh, yeah. I don't know why you were... Yeah. I would gladly waive the born in U.S. requirement for presidency of Bibi.
For Bibi.
Bibi, my bad.
Even worse. So...
That's a Jewish person.
Yeah.
Terrible one.
Yeah.
So...
It's weird. I don't know why. Like, He's got to be getting paid money.
Look at that. He got roasted.
He's got to be.
Big.
Let's read these comments.
You can't. You have to log in.
No, but we got an account though.
We do.
Yeah, we got an account with X.
You do, or do we?
We do.
do. I'm shocked. I'm not on Twitter, so I have no clue.
So.
Let's see what people are saying. Again, you gotta remember, he is trying to appease to people who hold the Constitution close to their chest. You gotta remember that.
Hello, Ben Shapiro? That's why it's gone? Okay, let's re-Google it.
You gotta remember, too, Ben Shapiro's his audience is conservatives, and conservatives are famous for being very pro-Constitution.
Yes.
They, like this First and Second Amendment, and Ben Shapiro saying this unironically, by the way.
We got a few FUs.
You can like that. That's
some very.
You gladly work his cock. Like, oh, I was reading that.
I don't know if you should read that out loud. I might be censoring some of the words that are on here.
He is a traitor to this country. I agree.
Go screw yourself. You are a traitor to this country.
Mm-hmm.
So,
maybe
it's really weird. It seems like, because if you were really an American,
you would not say
really
something
America
like that.
first. Why would you care about a Jewish president?
Exactly.
Why would you care about a foreign country so much?
Yep. That's why I wonder for all these Jewish people.
He's got to be getting paid by.
Oh, he's definitely. Well, he is Jewish.
The foreign country of Israel.
I don't think he is. I think he is getting paid, but I also think that he would probably do it even if he wasn't getting paid. Let's be honest.
Yeah, that's kind of the way it is. But
he would do it even if he wasn't getting paid because he's Jewish.
Even if you are Jewish, but like you live in America.
Yeah. Why would you say that? Especially again, to a group of saying this to a group of a whole a group of people you're catering to that hold the Constitution in such high regard. They're very pro-Constitution.
As you could see from the comments, but yeah.
I agree. He's a traitor. I'm just
nobody watches Ben Shapiro, but we are running out of time, and we are glad that you watched our very.
We didn't do conspiracy theory because
magnificent show.
We're planning. Actually, before we go, we didn't do conspiracy theory today. Not for any reason, mainly because we ran out of time. He has to go somewhere, but. I was talking to him about this, and he agreed. When school is over, the week school is over, so in 4 weeks, we will be doing a huge episode just on Jeffrey Epstein, doing tons of research. Because I thought for a whole episode, because
it'll basically be like writing an essay.
During
Christmas break.
For
you guys.
For you guys, yeah. But I won't be writing anything. I will take in information.
Yeah, we'll just be taking in information.
Because there's a lot of misinformation.
That's basically what an essay is.
Like, for example, I like how people act like there's so many pictures of Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein. There's only like maybe 8 pictures of them together.
Yeah, I think you could find a picture of Donald Trump with any high-profile
person in New York
ever. Like that's
irrelevant. And also, matter. Are we gonna say the same thing about Obama, who's with Diddy?
Find pictures with Obama with Diddy with you could anyone.
Ellen DeGeneres with Diddy. She was very good friends with Diddy.
Hillary Clinton.
Bill Clinton. Yeah, Bill Clinton. Which we already kind of knew they were degenerate though. And look, I'm not saying this because Daddy Trump or whatever, but hey, I'm here. Like, if I don't think Obama did Diddy deals, did Diddy parties, just like I'm not 100% sure Trump was on the list. I don't
think he was.
Because again, I discussed this earlier. I said if the Democrats really, because the thing about it is, if they really. Either they don't see Trump as a major threat, like let's say he is on the list. Either Democrats don't see him as a major threat, or there's some important people to their party on the list. Because if Trump really was on there, then they would have released it by now.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm thinking. So either there's people on there they didn't want to get out.
There's probably people on both sides.
There are people on both sides. That's like a given. But there's people on their side that's still in power that they didn't want the list to get out. so even more. They thought the risk was worth like taking down Donald Trump wasn't worth all the people they would lose, or Trump isn't on the list, and they're just saying that to basically sow more seeds of disdain for Trump and the Conservative Party, which I don't care, quite frankly, with you, because I mean, I don't really like Trump that much anyways, so I don't care if they say if he is on the list, then I won't like him even more. But if he's not, that's just like, okay, well, that doesn't change my opinion.
Yeah.
It just means that he's not an evil, completely evil person.
He's not diabolically evil.
He's not diabolically evil. He's still not a great person.
He's just being controlled by people. Anyway.
Yeah. Anyways, enough dilly-dallying. We thank you for listening. If you did listen to this point, please continue to support us.
Consider subscribing and liking and commenting. Comment. What should they comment? Comment what you think we should name Perry's children.
All right.
Just give a few names out there.
All right. See you all later.
He won't be able to name them because he'll be dead. Sorry, Perry.
Sorry, Perry. He's a good boy, though.
He's a good boy.